It's the sound of a magnificent Tesla. That is interesting. Not sure if any of you have ever heard that, but that's a very unique sound. And if you ask me, a very cool sound.
Hey guys, this is Caesar here with TechXplanation, and it's a beautiful, absolutely stunning fall day, and we're in for a treat today as we look at the brand new Model Y.
Hey guys, it's Caesar here with TechXplanation, and we have the awesome pleasure of giving you a first look at the 2020 Tesla Model Y. So usually on our page we cover steering wheels and any steering wheel technology that the car may have, and today I'm going to kind of show you that steering wheel in a very short, quick little tour here. So you've got two buttons on the steering wheel. They scroll up, they scroll down, they go left, they go right, and they can be pressed. So that's really our 2020 coverage for Tesla. They keep it simple, as we do on TechXplanation. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
You know we were just kidding, right?
Hey guys, sorry I couldn't help myself. Just really interesting that there's only two buttons on a steering wheel, and this car is packed with all this technology. I mean, it's insane. So this is the entry-level Model Y with the extended long range. As you can see, I'm pressing on the car button. There's a bunch of icons on the bottom of the screen here, and you can kind of go through a bunch of different menus to look at many things. You know, you've got quick controls that give you exterior lights, your adjustment for your mirrors. You've got window locks, and you got display brightness. For display brightness, it looks like you can actually manually adjust it, or you can set it to auto. That's, you know, kind of how it's set up right now. But you know, I can move it up and down here for you just so you can see it. But so far, really cool. Again, this is our first look. We're just kind of going through some things and seeing what it does have. We won't dive too much into it, but we'll, you know, come back with other videos to see if we can get deeper into it. Here are lights. You got headlights, dome lights, lights all over the place. Electric energy battery supplied lights all around the car. So some of these menus do scroll down to give you a few more options. And then you've got, you know, your next one on the menu is locks, which is really like the people who have keys to the car. You can use phones and the actual key, which we'll show you a little bit later. And then here are some more display options. Again, you could change English settings, you know, to other languages. You could change the time format, you know, simple things like that, as you can see up on the top of the screen there where the time is and the temperature is. Then you've got driving options, you know, where you can control the acceleration type, the steering mode, the regenerative braking, and even stopping mode. I will tell you, it looks like this car, you know, given it's electric, when you let off the pedal, it seems to have that regenerative braking feature where, like, I guess the clutches in the electric motor are building a little bit more energy to sustain the battery, which is really cool. And then you've got the flagship here, the autopilot for Tesla, which is one of the coolest features that, just about any car on the planet can have, is the ability to drive itself autonomously to some degree. Of course, you've got to have your hands on the wheel. Tesla has a lot of disclaimers for that, but it's just super, super awesome. We'll dive into that a little bit more further down the road. And then you've got navigation, where you can control the the audio of the navigation or any other items that go with the navigation. I'm just here playing with one of the buttons to see if it does anything on the menu, and it looks like it may or may not. It adjusts the volume for the music, not so much the volume for the navigation, which is something I was just trying out. But yeah, I mean, you can scroll down. There's a lot of different things. Obviously, everyone likes to avoid a ferry from time to time or avoid tolls. So really good functionality and system generated things here for the navigation system. Then you've got safety and security. You got the parking brake, and there are some features where you have to use this Tesla key, which is like a credit card almost, in a sense, that I'll show you here in a second. And you just put it right where that little like GIF there is playing, like it's showing you on the screen there. You just kind of like place it right where it's at, and it'll show you exactly what you're allowed to use from there. Then you've got speed limit mode, which is cool too. You don't want the kids speeding in it because it is a quick car, let me tell you. And then you've got the service features, where you just select your service that you need, and Tesla reaches out to you. And then you've got software, which is awesome for a car. I mean, now these things are like cell phones with wheels. I mean, it's absolutely insane. So you can actually update software and all sorts of things with the car. And then you've got a glove box button, which is kind of cool. It opens up the glove box electronically, as you can see here. I thought that was kind of cool. But you have to manually shut it. I'm sure you've got your super duper mega techers that want that to shut electronically as well, but for now it's manual, and I'm okay with it. But you've got tons of icons on the bottom, and we're going to go through a whole bunch of them. We're going to click on them just to see what they do. As you can see, the car function is really just car settings. Music gives you all the music options. And you can do radio or Bluetooth or anything like that. You've got favorite stations. If you want to listen to HD, you can listen to HD. And then you've got this sub menu here that does like calls, calendars, cameras, energy charging, web, entertainment, and so on and so forth. We'll click on energy, which is kind of cool. Like, you could see the consumption that you have actually used and how you're actually trending, which is awesome. And you can see charging. I can see how many electric miles I've got left. And that's super cool. I could jump on the internet. Haven't tried this while driving. I'm sure it works for the passenger, but not the driver. But I'm not 100% sure how that is set up. We haven't actually driven the car yet, so we won't go into that too much. And then you've got entertainment, which I thought was awesome. This was so cool. I thought this was like probably one of the coolest things the car can have. You can, watch Netflix or jump on Twitch or see YouTube. But even cooler thing was the arcade. There was Fallout Shelter on there, which I'm sure a lot of you guys like. We went ahead and turned it on just so you can kind of see how it works. I mean, it's legitimately like having a tablet and playing a game on it. And it was super cool. At first, we didn't know how to get out of it, but we just kind of briefly opened it up for you so you can kind of see how it works. But I mean, if your wife is in the grocery store, or your husband's in the Home Depot and you're just sitting in the car, this buys you a little bit of fun time, right? So that was really cool, I thought. And then there's also another feature, which is like they call it Toy Box for Tesla, and you can kind of make like different adjustments to the car and on things that you like. I thought the whoopee cushion one was really funny. You can actually select which seat the whoopee cushion's on, and if someone sits on it, it makes a flatulence sound. So that was kind of cool. But you could change your navigation to Mars if you really wanted to, which I thought was pretty dope. You can even change the roads, like while you're driving and you're looking at the sensors of cars around you. You could do Rainbow Road. So I thought that was pretty cool. but nonetheless, you know, it's just packed with features. I mean, I can't begin to explain how cool this is. The seat warmers are all here for both the passenger and the driver. And we also have dual climate control for both the passenger and driver. You can click on the temperature and move it back and forth, or you can synchronize the two temperatures. So you can also change the fan settings, which is super neat. It kind of shows this awesome glowing view of where the vents are and how the actual air comes into the cabin. So it's super awesome. We were trying to play with it, but we'll have to dig into it a little bit more on the next video. Yeah, and then you got your defroster settings, which this one right here just happens to be for the front. So you'll hear the vent come on and kick on right up here, and it'll take care of the whole glass. And then you've got the one for the rear, and that also covers the side mirrors as well. So that's kind of cool, you know, definitely more standard in vehicles nowadays. You know, even base model cars also carry the rear defroster to the mirrors as well, which is cool. And then you've got the volume all the way to the far right, which can be controlled by the steering wheel. You don't necessarily have to actually click on the volume controller to control that, so you're good there. And like we mentioned earlier, the navigation's pretty cool. You know, you can click on the map anywhere you need. You can look at history, or you know, if you want to enter an address, you can do it there. You can set home, work, you know, a lot of the cool things that most navigation applications offer now. There's little quick menus here on the far left, lets you know the pressure of the tires, lets you know like certain things that you may want to pay attention to as you're driving to make sure you're good and safe. We also noticed an adjustment that you can make with the steering wheel. There was a button we were moving left and right here. It's the one on the right side of the steering wheel that kind of seems to adjust the distance that you want to have between the car in front of you and yourself. So that was pretty cool. Some other cool features were like before I go hit reverse, I can hit the camera option. I can see everything behind me, and as you can see, this is a high definition camera. So top-notch stuff. You know, this is the Model Y for 2020 for Tesla, and it's the best bang for buck you can get for under 50 grand. So Tesla's doing a great job with this. Looking forward to see more.
Hey guys, Caesar here again, and you know, just thankful for the 2020 experience with the Tesla. This is definitely round one. We're gonna have to dive a little bit deeper on the next video, but this is the early introduction to the 2020 Model Y for Tesla. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with us in TechXplanation. Tune in next time for more great videos.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
It sucks that they're brand new.
I know. That stinks.